You know, we wanted to go in depth with something that affects all of us this morning, every day. It's your safety. And 6 police chiefs from all over Central Texas have agreed to join us on KXAN News today for what we are calling Chat with the Chief. And this morning we have Cedar Park Police Chief Sean Mannix here. And thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having me.
Always a pleasure to talk to you.
It's good to see you again.
You too. So bright and early, huh?
Earlier than usual.
Earlier than usual. That's why I appreciate your time, because you are going to have, Chief, a very long day. At 10 o'clock, you have scheduled a press conference for the media when it comes to a story that we've been following for the past few days. Give you some background on this. This is a homicide of a young woman from Cedar Park, Katie Eager. She was found dead in her apartment off of Lakeline Boulevard Tuesday afternoon. The 24-year-old was a UT grad. She worked at the Alamo Draft House. And later this morning, as we mentioned, the chief is going to give us an update on her death and on this case. So what can you share with us right now so that we don't have to wait later on today? What are you going to say to the citizens of Cedar Park?
Well, I can tell you that we have made an arrest in this case, and it's the live-in boyfriend, Adam Solis, is in custody right now for the murder of Katie. We effected that arrest about 9:30 last night down at his family's home in San Antonio while effecting a search warrant as well.
Okay. He hasn't been charged just yet, correct? Or has he?
Yes, we have gotten a warrant for murder with a $1 million bond.
Okay, that is new this morning that we're just learning. $1 million bond for Mr. Solis there. We'll learn more about that case for you throughout the morning and bring it to you right here on KXAN News. Also, something that I think a lot of people are talking about when it comes to the police department and officers out there, the use of body cameras. You know, there's a national debate on that and the need for that. You have some news for us when it comes to body cameras over at Cedar Park PD. What can you tell us about that?
Well, there is a national debate right now as it relates to body cameras. As one police department and one police chief, I have made a determination to outfit all of my first responders with body cameras. Some of them are up and running right now in the Special Operations Division, motorcycle officers and that kind of thing.
Okay.
By the end of this budget year, 100% of our officers will be wearing body cameras out on the street. An important note about body cameras, though, is the technology is kind of outpacing the laws that are on the books as it relates to open records and those kinds of things.
I see.
So one of the things that we worry about as police chiefs is we're in people's homes, you know, with body cameras. When people are at their worst, and it's not always a criminal event that we're being called to. Could be a domestic dispute, could be a suicide attempt, could be medical in nature. So one of the things that we're hoping through this legislative process is that those laws kind of get updated so that when we're in people's domiciles that, you know, that privacy is protected.
What did you see that was a pro when it comes to body cameras that you decided as a chief, we need to pursue this? What was it about it?
Well, when things go bad, you know, actually when things go bad or when things go good, you want to have that captured on video. In my experience, when I get complaints about officers out on the street, one of the first things I do is review the video. That officer, and in almost every case in Cedar Park, I've been able to exonerate the officer just based on the video interaction by finding out, no, that officer actually acted professionally on this stop, not in the manner in which the complaint came in. I see. And the funding for that, was it difficult to get from City Hall, or were you able to work out something? You know, it really wasn't. I've got a very supportive city government in Cedar Park. I've got a city government that's really in tune with public safety. Good. And so getting that resource was not a fight. And public safety, I just want to bring this up, that according to the reporting numbers, uniform crime reporting numbers, Cedar Park, a city of that size, 2009, you had 2 attempts of homicide, 0 in 11, 0 in 2012, 0 in 2013, and 1 in 2014. What do you credit that low crime rate to? You know, I really think it's the quality of life in Cedar Park. Cedar Park is a community with a sense of community. And as such, there's a high demand for quality of life and a very low tolerance for crime. And it's really reflected, you know, just within the community itself. It's just a really good place to live and work. And maybe it's also that you're interacting with people so much more as well. And that's why we wanted you to stick around and interact with some of our viewers over at KXAN.com. So if you have a question for the Chief Mannix, go to our website, KXAN.com, submit your questions, he'll answer them. And then we're going to bring him back throughout the morning to talk about his goals for the department in 2015. So have an extra cup of coffee for us and stay with us. I will.
Okay, thanks, Chief.